Reading through the Bible, chapter 23, the death of Sarah. Sarah lived to be 127 years old. She died at Kiryat Arba, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan, and Abraham went to mourn for Sarah and to weep over her. Then Abraham rose from beside his dead wife and spoke to the Hittites. He said, "I am an alien and a stranger among you. Sell me some property for a burial site here so I can bury my dead." The Hittites replied to Abraham, "Sir, listen to us. You are a mighty prince among us. Bury your dead in the choicest of our tombs. None of us will refuse you his tomb for burying your dead." Then Abraham rose and bowed down before the people of the land, the Hittites. He said to them, "If you are willing to let me bury my dead, then listen to me and intercede with Ephron, son of Zohar, on my behalf, so he will sell me the cave of Machpelah, which belongs to him and is in the end of his field. Ask him to sell it to me for the full price as a burial site among you." Ephron the Hittite was sitting among his people, and he replied to Abraham in the hearing of all the Hittites who had come to the gate of the city. "No, my lord," he said, "listen to me. I give you the field, and I give you the cave that is in it. I give it to you in the presence of my people. Bury your dead." Again Abraham bowed down before the people of the land, and he said to Ephron in their hearing, "Listen to me. If you will, I will pay the price of the field. Accept it from me so I can bury my dead there." Ephron answered Abraham, "Listen to me, my lord. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. But what is that between me and you? Bury your dead." Abraham agreed to Ephron's terms and weighed out for him the price he had named in the hearing of the Hittites. 400 shekels of silver, according to the weight current among the merchants. So Ephron's field in Machpelah, near Mamre, both the field and the cave in it, and all the trees within the borders of the field, was deeded to Abraham as his property in the presence of the Hittites who had come to the gate of the city. Afterward, Abraham buried his wife Sarah in the cave in the field of Machpelah near Mamre, which is at Hebron in the land of Canaan. So the field and the cave in it were deeded to Abraham by the Hittites as a burial site. Abraham wants to have his own property to bury his wife Sarah. According to the Hittite law, if a person sells property but doesn't sell all of it, he is obligated for the ilku, or the obligation that goes along with the property. So here Ephron is wanting to unload not only the cave that would serve for Abraham's purpose, but the whole field as well. And notice again that it takes place in the gate of the city. This is normally where business transactions were carried on. So this is the first property that Abraham really owns. So when the Israelites come back from their captivity in Egypt, they can claim they are coming back to land that is rightfully theirs, the cave of Machpelah and the field near Hebron. I should mention too that when he says, I give you the field, this doesn't mean that he is going to give it to him. It means I will sell you the field. And Abraham pays an enormous amount for this field. A slave was usually sold for about 40 shekels of silver, and this field was 400 shekels of silver. And you notice that he pays it according to the weight among the merchants, an indication that Abraham was in that category where he is serving as a merchant in the land.